Hello, guys. How's it going? Welcome to another episode of I Have Insomnia. I am your host, as always, Angel. And I'm always super grateful, super happy, and super excited to have you guys back into my channel. Like I always say, I know I repeat myself too much, but for me, something that's really important is being grateful, just being grateful, man. And I'm grateful that you guys are taking your time to watch my videos, to learn something about design and art and all these things. Like, I'm just grateful. I'm super grateful for that, guys. Thank you so much for coming. I'm just happy to have you here. Thank you so much for coming and for dedicating a moment of your precious time to watch my video. So today we're going to talk about something really cool. We always talk about cool things, but the last two videos that I made, well, the first one was very abstract. I was talking about inspiration and how you can use movies and music and all these things to get inspired to create designs. And then the second video, I talk about the designs that I made about Akira and all these things, right? But this time, I want to make something that's more technical. So I want you guys to, please have a little bit of patience. Let's go through this because this is very important. If you are a graphic designer, a painter, a set designer, a filmmaker, an architect, any person that works with color, a teacher, I think this is a very important thing to learn. Today, we're going to talk about color theory. Now, color theory has many different things, that make the whole term. But today, we're going to focus on the types of color that our minds can perceive. Now, the human eye can perceive two types of colors. We have additive colors and we have subtractive colors. Now, you'd be like, Angel, what the hell is that? Additive, subtractive? Is this math? Like, what are you talking about, bro? I thought you were making graphic design videos, and I hear you. I hear you. I know it sounds a little bit difficult, but it's something that's very important. Now, let's start with additive color. Additive color, like I said before, the mind has two ways of perceiving color. One of them is through light, is when the color emits light. So for example, if I have a screen, right? So now I'm talking into my iMac. My iMac has a screen and it projects color into my eyes. And that's how I see it. But these colors are projected with light. That's why they're called additive. So they're not going to be the same colors that I see if I look at a painting, for example, because they are affected by the light. Basically, additive colors are colors that are being emitted by light. So graphic designers use this, set designers use this, very, very important. And then we have subtractive. Subtractive color is not a color that emits light, but rather a color that reflects light, that bounces light back. For example, I do not emit light, right? If we're in a dark room, it's just dark. But if you point a flashlight at my skin, you can see like, oh yeah, like he's brown, he's tan. It's because my skin is a subtractive color. It bounces off the light and then you can see the color, right? So it doesn't emit it, it bounces the color up. Another example that I also like to paint. I have some paintings right here. As you guys can see, they're not perfect, but I'm still learning. As you can see, we have some pigments here. And let's say, for example, scarlet, right? This is the color scarlet. It's a very vivid red. The chroma is quite strong, right? We're going to talk about chroma in another video. So if I compare this color with, let me show you my screen real quick. I'm going to show you my iPad real quick. Just please be patient. As always, thank you so much. There we go. All right, we got it. So basically, if I show you guys this pigment and I put it on a painting, on a canvas, versus if I don't know, just draw a picture here, like a red face, and you see it from my screen, it's completely different because one is emitting light. So this smiley face is an additive color, whereas this scarlet right here that I have, as you guys can see, is a subtractive color. There you go. That's basically, how do you say, how we start talking about color theory. So yeah, additive and subtractive colors. So like I said before, subtractive colors are colors that bounce light, and additive colors are colors that emit light. So when we think about the primary colors, of course, there are yellow, blue, and red. Basically, as you guys can see here, if we mix blue and red, what happens? We get purple. When we mix red and yellow, we get orange. And of course, when we mix blue and yellow, we get green. So these are the subtractive colors, very straightforward. When we talk about additive colors, it's quite different. So let's say for our additive colors, we have green, we have red, and we have blue. Now, because these colors are creating light, when we combine them, the result is going to be quite different. For example, let's say you have a light that emits a color, right? And you want to see, okay, let's combine green and let's combine blue and let's combine red. The color that's going to come out, because of the light, is not going to be purple. It's going to be a type of pink called magenta. So that's going to be the secondary color for the additive type of color. Basically, for blue and for green, the color that's going to come out, it's a type of ocean blue that we call cyan or cyan. And then if you combine red and green, you would get yellow. You see what I'm saying? Again, I know it's a little bit confusing because you're like, wait, two types of colors, what is going on? But yeah, basically when the color is not emitting light and you combine them, the type of color that you get is quite different. However, this is the subtractive case. When the color is an additive and you combine them, you can see that because it has light, when you combine, let's say, red and blue, instead of getting a solid purple, you would get a magenta. And if you combine blue and green, you will get cyan. So these are the difference between additive and subtractive colors. This is the first part of color theory. I'm gonna explain more things about this topic, which is extremely interesting, a little bit complex, but very fun, and it's gonna help you create better designs. It's gonna help you create better content, better pieces of art, better movies, or whatever it is that you make. It's gonna help you make these things look better, more harmonious, and just more beautiful. So that's it for today's episode, guys. I'm very grateful that you guys were here listening to my video. I really appreciate it. As always, like, comment, subscribe, and just send me messages. Let me know if you want to see another topic or anything else regarding art or design. I'm always open to suggestions. I'm all about the community. And as always, I'm super grateful to have you guys. My name is Angel, and I'll see you next time on another episode of I Have Insomnia. Peace.